Hi, welcome back to our diary. Hope you've already subscribed to this channel, and if you haven't, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That helps me a lot grow the channel. And if there are stories you hear here bless your life, share them with others, encourage them to come and subscribe to the channel. So today I'm going to tell us a story about my childhood. Growing up in Africa, in Uganda, my mom was a primary school teacher. So she used to make snacks to supplement on her income because she was a primary teacher and they didn't get a lot of money for salary and she had children to take care of. So she would make snacks to supplement on her income. And most of these snacks, we would make them in the night, or at least a whole large bunch in the night, then others in the morning very early before she goes to school so that she can still be on time and also finish with her snacks. So this particular night, when we are making the snacks at night, because we would also participate, help out with whatever we could do, but we could only do so much. She would do most of the work. So she's very tired. She has had a long day at work. Then she comes back, starts making these snacks. And when I talk about these snacks, don't think of the American snacks or think Africa. We fry stuff in oil, hot oil, and she would make what we call pancakes, sambusas, cassava, name it, so many different stuff. And this one night, we are frying stuff in the night, so we are using a charcoal stove to cook, and it produces a lot of smoke. And because the house is small, we used to stay in a two-roomed apartment, or a two-roomed house, really. It was a tiny house, 2 rooms, meaning 1 bedroom and a sitting area, or the living area. And so we use the living area as the kitchen as well. So we are making the snacks. It's late in the night, we've closed the door, all the windows are closed, and we are using the charcoal stove, which is producing a lot of fume. And she gets tired and sleeps. Midway, when the hot oil is still on the stove and she sleeps, we had also slept by that time. When she slept, I think the smoke was too much because the oil was burning and we were sleeping. So I think we were suffocating during our sleep. So instinctively, I wake up. I open the door and I sleep right outside, but I leave the door open. Thank God I left that door open because now the smoke could get out. Otherwise, we were all going to suffocate. So when my mom wakes up in the night, she realizes the door is wide open. And what I haven't mentioned, that while we were staying, it was like a junction, a T-junction. And the place wasn't really safe. So at this time, she's scared. She's wondering, the door is open, are all my children fine? So she tries to check. Betty, Eunice, she's calling out her names. And she realizes I'm not in. When she calls, I respond from outside. So she looks and I am there. She wakes me up and takes me back into the house. That is how we were saved that day, because I woke up and opened that door and slept right by the doorstep. So what lesson do we learn from my story? God looks over us. He watches over us to protect us. We have a creator that is interested in us in every detail of our lives. You may be thinking, but we are so many billion people on earth. How come he's taking care of me? How come his eyes are on you? It is because he is God. We will read from Genesis 28:15, and it says, I am with you, and I will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done that which I have promised you. The Lord was talking to Jacob in this part of the story, the Bible, when he was fleeing from Esau and he was going to live with his uncle Laban. The Lord gave him this promise, and the Lord gives you this promise today. He's like, I will watch over you wherever you go. I will bring you back to this, and I will not leave you until I have done with that which I have promised. So whatever the Lord has promised you, he is watching over you, just like he watched over us that night and made sure I opened the door in my sleep. That wasn't, yes, I say instinct, but it wasn't instinct. It was the Holy Spirit waking me up and opening that door. That even when I slept right outside in that not safe neighborhood, he protected me from being kidnapped, from the robbers in the night. They did not rob our house. The Lord protected us. And that is the same way that the Lord protects you in every moment. So this week, I just want you to think about God, how the ways that God has watched over you. Thank Him for His protection. Do not be afraid. In case you find yourself starting to fear, starting to be afraid, remind yourself that God is watching over you. If you have any story where the Lord has watched over you, where He has protected you, please let me know in the comment section. I love reading these testimonies. Your story and my story will lift somebody up. Have a blessed week. Please remember to subscribe, like the video, share it, and hit the notification